Hello, so my name is Mariah Dietrich. I'm actually a business analyst with GhostDraft, but for today, I'm going to be your bartender. Just want to give a quick thanks to everyone at Sapiens. Thanks for letting us participate, and we're really excited to be here, and let's go ahead and start making a cocktail. So today, I'm going to be making an old-fashioned. What you need for that is bourbon, and this is actually going to be a maple old-fashioned. So I'm going to be using some maple syrup. You can use any maple syrup you want. I just got mine from the grocery store. And then the only thing that's different is we're going to be using a black walnut bitters instead of a aromatic bitters. So the reason that we're making a maple old-fashioned is, for one, it's fall. And for two, we actually have our North American headquarters in Toronto. And so this is kind of an ode to them as well. So the first thing you want to do is get yourself a bottle of bourbon. I'm going to go ahead and pour 2 ounces of that. So if you don't have one of these fancy jiggers, you can use a shot glass or a measuring cup. So I've got 2 ounces of my bourbon. I'm going to use a little bit of maple syrup now. I'm going to use about half that, so I'm going to use 1 ounce of maple syrup. And this is replacing your simple syrup for those of you that are die-hard old-fashioned. And then we're just going to use our black walnut bitters. You can find this at like a liquor store. We'll give a couple dashes of that. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stir this, because we do not shake bourbon. It waters it down, and that's not what we want to do. So we're going to give this a couple stirs. Once we have that nice and stirred and chilled, we're going to get our strainer. Strain that into your nice glass. I've got a big ball of ice here. Go ahead and grab yours if you want with your GhostDraft logo on it. That's in your bag. And look at that. We've got ourselves a beautiful maple old-fashioned. So now at this point, I'm going to pass it over to Layla to talk about mastering the digital insurance customer experience.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mariah, for that amazing cocktail tutorial. For anyone who missed it, or if you'd like to see it again, you can find the full video at the GhostDraft virtual booth. First, I'd like to thank you for joining GhostDraft's Mastering the Old-Fashioned Cocktail and New Customer Experience session at this year's Sapiens Virtual Summit. I'm Layla Muth from GhostDraft, and I've had the pleasure of working in the insurance industry for over 20 years, 14 of which I've spent with policy administration implementations. Today, I'd like to discuss how you can meet your customers' expectations for a personalized and digital experience. At GhostDraft, our goal is to help you transform your communications into engaging experiences fast, allowing you to spend less time managing forms and documents and giving you more time to enjoy a good old-fashioned. So let's get started. Lately, there's been a lot of hype around customer experience in insurance. Why? Well, in a competitive insurance market where price often dominates the purchase decision, customer experience has become the differentiator, with almost half of insurers staying with their company due to a good experience. Carriers who deliver a great customer experience drive retention, brand advocacy, and revenue. As evidence, a McKinsey study found that carriers who provided a consistently superior experience created 2 to 4 times more new business and 30% higher profitability than their peers over a 5-year period. That's why 70% of insurance CEOs are prioritizing and investing in customer experience over the next 12 months. But how do you start building a better experience for your insureds? Well, the first step is to understand what they want. Pre-pandemic, insurance customers were very diverse. And while there are many ways to reach customers where they are, such as emailing, texting, or chatbots, some segments still preferred a mailed piece of communication. However, in a post-pandemic world, expectations are high for a connected and digital experience from customers across generations and geographic locations. As consumers, the way we want to communicate with companies has changed for good. We now expect personalized, two-way, data-driven, interactive, and responsive communications and interactions. Because touch points with your customers are at the heart of a great customer experience, it has become a top priority for almost all insurance carriers. As rising customer expectations, intense competition, and economic volatility continues to change the insurance landscape, carriers of all sizes across the industry are shifting focus to three core areas: building exceptional customer experiences that drive growth and retention, driving process efficiency and cost reduction, and accelerating digital transformation through innovation. With 2021 approaching quickly and with great uncertainty, it's important to focus on quick digital wins. And many carriers are finding customer communications management or CCM systems to be the best solution to meet those new goals. With over 3 decades of experience, GhostDraft is focused on helping GhostDraft is focused on helping the insurance industry transform communication into engaging experiences. Our intuitive platform streamlines the creation, modification, delivery, and management of omni-channel personalized communications to help you create better experiences, gain greater efficiency, have more agility, and reduce compliance risk. GhostDraft helps insurers meet all their communication needs in one end-to-end platform that's built to manage all communications from design to delivery efficiently and cost-effectively. Our product suite includes 3 core components, all centered around the Hub. First, let's talk about the Hub. The Hub is a web-based, centralized project management tool designed to provide actionable information and data in the form of customizable dashboards and notifications. It also acts as a launchpad for all relevant GhostDraft tools and educational materials based on a user's role. Next is Customer Communications Management, or CCM. Our modern cloud-based CCM suite empowers business users to author, deliver, and manage personalized omni-channel communications using drag-and-drop workflows, natural languages, and intuitive business rules. This drives streamlines processes and allows expensive IT personnel to focus on other important projects. Our advanced CCM suite is built around simplicity, making it easy to implement, integrate, maintain, and use, which helps insurers of all sizes become self-sufficient and successful. GhostDraft's latest innovation is Communications Lifecycle Management, also known as CLM. This is the first and only insurance communications tool in the marketplace designed to automate and accelerate communications production and management from end to end. GhostDraft CLM includes capabilities to manage the initial development of a form, if we're talking about policy production, the specification process to operationalize that form within the CCM technology, and review, sign-off, and promotion of that form into production. Once in production, the process begins again when changes are required to the form. This entire process is managed via CLM with full audit history. The third focus area is LiveDocs. GhostDraft LiveDocs is a modern HTML5-based document format used to drive high levels of engagement, retention, and digital adoption. While we're most known for our advanced CCM capabilities, today we're going to focus on how GhostDraft LiveDocs drives engaging experiences to help you strengthen, expand, and acquire customer relationships. If you'd like to learn more about other components of the GhostDraft product suite, visit the GhostDraft virtual booth or our website. Let's dive into GhostDraft LiveDocs, a modern, highly interactive, and secure document format using web-based technology. It offers a new way for insurance carriers to transform complex and static communications into useful, easy to understand, and engaging experiences. Carriers who use LiveDocs boast enriched customer experiences, higher customer retention and expansion rates, lower operational costs, and rapid digital adoption. Now, let's get a look at LiveDocs. I'm going to hand it over to Angie Nguyen, who will cover driving digital adoption, creating interactions, and leveraging analytics with GhostDraft LiveDocs.
Thanks, Layla, for such an informative discussion. LiveDocs communications can be sent via email, text, in-app, or portal messages, and even in print. In today's demo, we're going to use the most common method of delivery, which is email. The first demo we're going to show you is a billing example. Traditionally, when carriers think about sending a piece of digital communication, it looks something like this. It's an email with an attached PDF. PDF gives you all the information that you need, but doesn't provide you any ability to self-discover additional information, nor does it allow you to actually perform the action that's being requested. In this case, to pay your bill. With a LiveDoc, we give you the same capability of sending an email, but instead of a attached PDF, it's a link that takes you to the LiveDoc. Upon opening, LiveDocs authenticates the user to ensure maximum security of the statement of record. As you can see, LiveDocs is web-based, interactive, and responsive, and it can be used for all types of insurance communications. With LiveDocs, you're empowered to build and manage one template that gets delivered to any channel and adapts to any device based on customer preference. Now let's look at the same thing on the desktop. So exact same LiveDoc that we were looking at previously, just obviously presents differently because it adapted to the device. So let's talk about a few things here. The first one is that I have a link here that allows me to pay. So with LiveDocs, you can not only send communication to the recipient, but you can allow them to action that piece of communication directly from it. So in this case, it's a bill. I have a link. I can pay my bill directly. I also have the ability to self-discover additional information. So if I wanted to see my previous bill, it gives me a link that takes me to a PDF that's been embedded of my previous bill. So if I had questions about that, I can easily answer those questions for myself. Next, we're going to look at a claims demo. So in our claims demo, we have an embedded personalized video. I'm going to click it here so that you can watch the video. You'll see that this video is about what happens when you file a claim. So not only does it give you all the information that is required about how that process works, but it also is personalized to the particular experience that the insured is having at that moment. In addition to providing that information in a video, we can also provide that same information via an infographic. So depending upon how the insured likes to consume information, they have that information available to them in a variety of ways. We can also provide them with a checklist. This is a way for the insured to make sure that they executed all the right steps so that their claim will be processed effectively. If the insured still has questions, they can always chat with the chatbot. So this is an integrated chatbot that lets the insured ask questions that they can't answer directly from their LiveDoc. I also can perform queries on my LiveDocs if I'm searching for a particular piece of information. So if I come to my claim details, I have a little information area here where I can put in a search and it'll take me to that exact location inside of my LiveDocs. Helps me navigate and understand the complex insurance document in a much easier way. In addition to allowing me to discover information that is contained in my LiveDoc, a LiveDoc also gives me the ability to add information. So I have the ability here to browse for a file and upload that file that then can be attached into my claim so that the processing of that claim will go faster. The last example is a life insurance example. This life insurance example has many of the same features and functionality of the other two we've looked at, but it also has a calculator. So if I wanted to understand if I change my payment schedule from monthly to semi-annually, I can discover what that does to my premium. I also have kind of a what if calculator that lets me run a bunch of simulations. So if I determine that I want my beneficiaries to have a $5,000 monthly income, I can make that change, and it tells me both in a pie chart as well as in the text what additional insurance needs that I might have. This is a great way for the insured to be able to run their own what-if scenarios, and it functions as a cross-sell or upsell capability for the carrier. Thank you for watching our demo today, and I'm going to turn it back over to Layla to do the wrap-up.
Thanks, Angie, for that great demo. Now that you've seen some examples, let's talk about what you can achieve with LiveDocs. First, we'll cover digital adoption. Although customers want digital touchpoints, you have to incentivize them to take action to sign up for digital communications. This is one area where many carriers struggle in their conversion to digital, and one reason why we're bringing you LiveDocs. There are three main ways we found LiveDocs to be useful in accelerating customer digital adoption. The first is QR codes, which allows customers to experience your communications digitally fast. Using QR codes on your print communications, you can link directly to interactive documents, personalized video, web forms, and more. Leveraging this capability, insurers can drive digital adoption while improving customer experience. The next LiveDoc capability that helps drive adoption is personalized video. With LiveDocs, business users are empowered to build and deliver personal and interactive videos at scale, dramatically improving engagement. You can incorporate these videos into your documents, websites, or emails. You can even integrate videos with insurance forms to reduce customer confusion and frustration by allowing your customers or prospects to answer prompts in an interactive video that auto-completes the form. Finally, LiveDocs empowers you to easily manage and meet customer channel preferences. Your customers want to communicate with you where you are. This can mean print, email, text, messaging platforms, etc. There's no shortage of channels to interact with your customers these days. Using GhostDraft and Sapiens, insurers build one template that adapts to any channel upon delivery based on customer preference, driving efficiency while creating a personalized customer experience. As we discussed earlier, customers want two-way communications, and all too often, insurers focus only on sending messages instead of creating interactions. That's where LiveDocs can help. Using LiveDocs, insurers can incorporate advanced forms, AI-driven voice query, and even live and automated chatbots to all types of communications. This empowers insurers to get out of the static one-way communication stage and build an experience where their customers can interact with their insurer the way they want to. Using LiveDocs' customized reports and advanced analytics, insurers are enabled to improve customer experience with data-driven insights. Business users can build customized and branded reports for one or multiple documents to see things such as run statistics, such as a number of documents or forms that were emailed, printed, texted, open statistics, opened by date, opened by time, and click and engagement stats, to name a few. You can also build visual reports that give you a preview of the communication piece and how your customers interacted with that specific document. These insights empower you to optimize your touchpoints, create effective upsell and cross-sell marketing, and innovative and improve based on relevant data. Using GhostDraft LiveDocs, top insurers are realizing several unique use cases and benefits. For example, Alexander Forbes, a leading P&C carrier, needed to drive cost savings and customer retention. To do this, they implemented LiveDocs and started by generating highly personalized external and internal communications, including billing statements and commission statements. Using LiveDocs, Alexander Forbes created engaging communications that drove digital adoption to reduce print and postage costs, while creating a clear, two-way, and interactive experience that resulted in a 28% reduction of call center volume and a 42% increase in retention rate. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to check out the GhostDraft booth for industry insights, customer success stories, demos, and the opportunity to win a $250 gift card. To learn more about how GhostDraft can help you reach your customer experience goals, get in touch with us at the booth or at ghostdraft.com.